Hi, I'm Terry from Bed and Biscuits Boarding and Training Facility. This is Zuko. He's doing very good. He was very energetic. He still is energetic. But once he settles down and he realizes we're here for training, he does very, very well. So I think he's still young yet, if I remember right. So as he gets older, I think he's going to get better and better. I think he's going to be very good. Anyway, I've got just like I only got a short leash here, about 4 or 5 feet. You can have anywhere from a 4 or 5, 6 foot leash. I'm using a prong collar on him just so when I heel him, if he starts to veer away or pull a little bit, he was pulling pretty bad at first, but he's doing really good now. I just make a correction with this. I'll explain it as I do it, but one thing we don't want to do with any of these exercises, with any collar really, but this one especially, we don't keep it tight like this. That's one thing that if you're going to pull this way, that just teaches the dog to constantly pull the opposite way. So you're actually teaching the dog to pull. What we're going to do is when I heel him, leave it loose where it hooks to his collar, and as I feel it get tight, I just look straight ahead of me where I'm going, and as it gets tight, that means he's going somewhere other than where I'm going. It's just a pull and release. Makes that collar get tight and then release. His reward is to keep it nice and loose. Okay, so when we return, we'll start with a heel on leash, but we're going to do the heel, the sit stay, the down stay, the recall. I'm going to use hand signals and verbal commands through all of it. When we return, we'll return to the heel on leash. Okay, so the hand signal to sit, I usually start out with a dog in a sit. Hand signal to sit is just bring your hand up as you tell him to sit. I wouldn't tell him any more than twice. Just to make sure he heard you, tell him a second time. Then if he still doesn't do it, give a little pull and release on the collar, on the leash. Make that collar get tight and then release. As you tell him again to sit, and he should sit. He usually does very good. Every once in a while he gets a stubborn streak about sitting. But through all these exercises, do remember, the dog is going to be at your left side. The dog will always be at your left side. So I'm going to put him in a sit on my left side. Nice and loose leash, not tight like that, nice and loose. Not too loose, giving him a bunch like that either. Just to where there's a little bit of a loop. Just walk and you relax, therefore the dog will relax. Watch where you're going, and right turn, left turn, about turn. If he's right beside you, you should be able to make any turns you want to, and he should follow. Let's see how he does. Okay, Zuko, heel. Good boy. Good boy, Zuko. Good boy. Good boy. Very good, Zuko. Come on, come on. Good boy, Zuko. Let's do another lap. He got a little sniff there. Good boy, Zuko. Good boy. Come on, Zuko. Come on, Zuko. And as you stop, he should sit. If he doesn't, you're just going to give him a hand signal. Sometimes a little slow. Did very good. Exercise finished. Okay, we're going to do the next exercise, which is the sit stay. Again, the hand signal to sit. Just bring your hand up like that. Next hand signal to stay. So he can see you. Put your hand in his face, tell him to stay. You walk out to the end of your leash, no further. If he starts to follow you, maybe you can only go this far away. Take one step and tell him to stay for 3 or 4 seconds, and then return, tell him to stay. But I'm going to go out to the end of the leash. That's why he's doing very well for me. And just reinforce as you walk away from him to stay so he doesn't try to follow you. If he does, put him right back exactly where you started out. Do the exercise over. Okay, sit, stay. 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 Good boy, stay. Wouldn't stay any more than 5 seconds to start out with. Stay. Stay, get all the way back. Stay. Exercise finished. Release your dog. Good boy. Okay, this is going to be Zook's down stay. Always start out with him in a sit. Then you're going to turn and face him. You're going to put your finger right to the ground and actually touch the ground and tell him to down. If he doesn't, there again, only tell him twice. And then you're going to make him go down, just pull where the leash hooks to the collar, and you can pull him down. But don't tell him over and over and over to sit, because every time he doesn't do it, he's breaking the command. Good boy. Zuki, down. Okay, I told him once. Zook, down. Come on. Stay. Down, stay. Again, stay with a hand signal, stay. Stay. No more than 5 seconds. stay, 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 stay. Good boy, come on, Zuko. Good boy, praise your dog. Okay, so we got one last exercise, which is gonna be the recall. The last hand signal, okay, we know how to, the hand signal to sit, stay, walk to the end of your leash, reinforcing the word stay, and then you're gonna turn and face him. When you're at the end of the leash, you bring your hand to your chest. That's the last hand signal you need to learn, and you tell him to come. Use his name, tell him to come, and bring your hand to your chest. I sometimes take a step back when I do it. Makes him want to come to you more. Use a nice high-pitched voice that he's going to want to come to. And then when he comes to you, I like to have him sit at my feet, but the big thing is we're trying to get to where he's off leash and you call him, he comes to you. So this is where we have to start. Big thing here, we're just trying to get him to come to us. Okay, so you're going to start out here. He's at your left side. Sit, stay, hand signal to stay, stay. Wait till he's looking right at you. Zook, come. Okay, he did come, but I'm going to have him sit. Exercise finished. Praise your dog. Good boy. Okay, for a conclusion, Zook's done really good. I've worked hard at his jumping as well. He doesn't jump on me anymore, but I think we've talked about it. The big thing is, when you get him home, don't let anybody allow him to jump up on you and then pet him and like that. If he does it to one person allows it, he will try the rest of you. For 2 years down the road, you'll still be fighting the same battle. So even when you're sitting, I don't let him jump on my lap with his front feet when I'm sitting, because most of them can't tell the difference if you're sitting or standing. If they are allowed to do it while you're sitting, they're thinking that they can do it while you're standing. So I, cold turkey, just stop them from jumping at all. And going through doorways, I put him in a sit, tell him to stay. I open up the door, walk through it first. Of course, he's on a leash. And then do a recall. Just tell him to come. As you bring your hand to your chest, he comes through the doorway. That way, if you're going in or out of your house, he's not the first one to get out. He really should be the last one to go out. If it's just you and he, you always go through the doorway first. That teaches him you're the boss, you're the pack leader, and he has to listen and do what you tell him to do. Little things like that will help him establish and keep it straight in his mind that you're the leader of the pack and he has to listen to you. So I think later on down the road, if you opt to do the off-leash class, I think he's capable of doing it. I think he just needs to get on the same page with you at home. Everything's going really good on the leash, and let him grow up a little bit more. I think he's still young. And then you can call me if you want to do the off-leash, and I take him for usually about 4 weeks for that, and we can do the off-leash. I think it's not for every dog, but I definitely think he's smart enough, and I think he's able to do it. Thank you very much. Good boy, Zuko.